Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother super fan here, Joleen Lunzer, to break down all things Big Brother. Husband, thank you. My husband is coming through with.
I can't come in. I'm in my undies.
Oh, he's in his underwear. He can't come in.
I might in my underwear all the time.
Chell, can we thirst trap you? Because we might be able to get maybe some more subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost to 33,000, I think. But if you show yourself in your undies.
60,000, I'll twerk on camera in my undies.
What? Okay, we got to get to 60,000. So my husband will, I've never even seen my husband twerk before. So my husband will twerk on camera. Oh my goodness, but he came through with a little latte for me. But welcome, 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 everyone. Tonight, we are going to be talking all about Big Brother Season 25, Episode 4. I kept thinking it was Episode 3, but that's only because I didn't do a roast and recap of Episode 3 of last night's episode because I was like, Trey boring. No offense, all offense, Big Brother. It was soups, boring. So we're going to break it down the way we do on my channel, which is with a comedic twist, all right? I'm a very opinionated lady. You guys know that, but you are free to have your own opinions in the chat, and we can coexist and have a wonderful time. So we are going to roast up this episode and these house guests and recap it. But first, make sure you smash that like. It helps me so much in the algorithm. YouTube, I don't know. They make us say that. All right. It's in the script, or you'll get your channel taken away, allegedly. All right. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. My goal this year is to hit 40,000. I hit 30,000, which was my initial goal for the year, my original goal. But I hit that in May. So now I'm like, can we hit 40? Well, let's see, you guys. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, feel free to send a super chat. Helps the channel as well. Check out my Patreon, see if you're interested in joining, or a YouTube membership. And thank you to all of you who currently support me on Patreon and YouTube. And I'm going to be live more, you guys. So breaking news. I don't know if we should have like a little breaking news thing. How about the Where Joleen at?
Let's welcome our next comic out here. Come on, Joleen.
All right, just like Celebrity Big Brother winner Tamar Braxton just said, where Joleen at? Where Joleen at? Where Joleen? Well, Joleen is going to be on YouTube more because right now I am full-time content creator, comedian status, you guys. As of Tuesday, I was displaced from my corporate gig that I had for the last 16 years. So it's been interesting because we just bought a house in May. And then less than 2 months later, they're like, we got a, displacement time. Sorry, it's not performance related. We really like you. And I'm like, you should like me enough to keep paying me. But that's the way the world works. Okay, you guys. So when one door closes, these doors open up. So I'm like, you know what? This is the time that I should like take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. I think I quoted that song last live too. I must be obsessed with that. But I'm going to go full in on this and we'll see what happens. That means I can go live at all times during the day. And maybe I could pull a little Taryn and Maddie and Janet and do some live feed updates in the day or the morning. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see me live about Big Brother and the live feed spoilers a little more often. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. But I just want to put it out into the universe because I think it's good to like be transparent. And a lot of people go through these kind of things. And it tends to happen after you just make the biggest purchase of your life, and I feel, I'm lucky to get to 43 years old. And this is the first time I've ever been laid off from a job. So, I mean, for that, I'm lucky. I got my house before I was laid off. So I'm glad that that still went through and that I was able to, get my home loan and all those things. And I think, I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know anywhere where I'm about to go. Now, I should stop. But I feel like, this is the chance to just freaking let's go full on YouTube and let's get back out maybe touring with my comedy, which, definitely took a hit during the pandemic. So maybe I'll be in a city near you. So let me know in the comments after the video posts what city you're in. If you have a local comedy club, feel free to request me because I am available. I'm available. All right. But I did some self-care, got my nails done. and a petty. And now I'm ready to move forward. All right. So thank you so much to say I'm taking it like a champ. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There's nothing you can do. You know, it happens. It happens. You know, let Taylor Swift know that I can open for her, BB. And I would love to. My friends were just at her concert in LA last night, and I'm like, oh my God, I would love that. I would love that. And I would love to come to Philly. Definitely want to come to Houston. So, you know, send me DMs, put in the comments, your local clubs, send them, say, we want to see Joleen Lunzer. She's the best. And they'll be like, Joleen who? You'd be like, Joleen Lunzer. Hello. She's like super funny. She's the best. All right, you guys, let's get into this episode. We have so much to talk about. I do have some notes here for our roast and recap, but I want to hear from you guys. So sound off in the chat like you do. All right. Woo. Can we just start with what is Hisam's strategy? What do you guys think Hisam's strategy is with pretending he did not hear Luke say the racial slur? And we can get into it in more detail when we get to that part of the episode. But what was, he was like, I didn't hear it. And I was like, but your face did. Your face heard it. Your face definitely heard it. Because these screenshots don't lie. Let me pull up some of the screenshots I have for this episode. Because Hisam's face heard the racial slur. Hisam definitely walked out without doing the butt kicks. He even gave Corey a look. And then when Corey, you know, was explaining it to the rest of the house after Luke was sent packing. And again, I really wish Big Brother US handled this the way that BBUK does. You know, BBUK, when they had incidents like this, they bring them in the DR and then we get to see it. And they say, hey, here is why we're, you know, why you got to go bye, a la Chris Kirkpatrick. Because you did this, you broke the code of conduct. And then we could see maybe Luke could say something, or maybe we could just like see the process, because that's kind of what this show is about. That's why we have live feeds to see behind the scenes and see the process. But instead, Luke is called to the DR the same day, because technically he said it Wednesday morning, right, at 1 a.m. Because I made a live soon after I heard that on the feeds. And he's asked to go to the DR after sleeping a little bit. Hair a mess. Hopefully he brushed his teeth. Guess it doesn't matter. And then gone. And so I don't like how they handle that. I feel like we should be able to, I just feel like that should have been a little bit more contact, a little bit within the episode, you know, have Big Brother talking to Luke. What's Luke's response? I mean, we know we did hear, because if you don't watch the feeds, you don't know that Luke was basically, after he said it, so after he said the N-word very casually in the have not room, where Hisam definitely heard it, and Corey was there, and he said it directed to Corey, and then Jared's in the bed. He was like, oh, a dude. And then he has all these excuses. We heard in the episode, he goes, no, I was going to say narwhal. I was going to say narwhal. And you're just like, bro, this is, wow, very bad, very bad. But then he goes on to be like, oh, I'm probably going to get in trouble. Him and Jared had longer conversations. We saw a little bit of that with Jared providing, you know, and a little anecdote about dating a white woman, and white people tend to get more offended than black men who should be offended, which I think we heard a little bit of that. But really, Luke was like, yeah, I've been in worse trouble. Oh, well. And he kind of laughed it off. And then we did see, I think in the episode, now I'm confusing the episode with the live feeds, but him kind of act like, you know, well, Corey was more mad about it than you were. And then Corey comes back in the room later on that early morning, late night, if you will. And Luke kind of attacks him. I mean, attack's not the best word, but he kind of accosts him a little bit and be like, you got me in trouble, dude. It's like, no, you got you in trouble, dude. Because you're 30, what was he, 30 some years old? And you're just throwing around N-bombs like it's no big deal? That what? Huh? What? And also, who knew Big Brother had a damn code of conduct? I didn't know. Did anyone tell Jackson Mickey? Did they just get one last year with Kyle? Did they even have one with Kyle? Huh? Are you sure? Are you sure they didn't just make that up? Because I do not remember. Is it post BB21 that they have this code of conduct we've never really heard of? The only thing we knew is that if you deliberately shima your mic in the hot tub, then you got to go. They were very mad about that. Or if you headbutt someone, a la Willie from BB14, you got to go too. Or there was the one lady on BB19, I think she was having some kind of panic issues. But so we knew if you headbutted someone and you destroyed a mic, even though Miss Felicia has destroyed 5. She destroyed so many mics, it hit TMZ. Like the news hit TMZ about the mic situation. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so it started after BB22. Memphis. Yeah, no one told Memphis. No one told Christmas. When Christmas was saying, you know, Bailey and Davon were going to like murder her or stab her or something. And we're like, what? You're the only scary person in this house with like a misdemeanor that could have been a felony. So I don't know what you're talking about, Christmas. And then Christmas in Memphis recently, as we talked about on another live, she and Memphis got in like a married people's brawl in a strip mall area in Florida where Memphis has a bar. And they were like, hey, we're going to fight this couple. And then they went SummerSlam on another couple. And they were like, WWE, bruh. And they like Ultimate Warriored. But I had no idea about the code of conduct. Yeah, Labor Day in Nashville. You can't say Halloween. Halloween, I get it because scary. But Halloween is so sacred and such a fun freaking holiday. And the decorations are fantastic. Okay, so I don't want to call her Halloween, you know. Thank you, Vanessa, for the super chat. Cheers to your new journey. Cheers to you for being such a sweetie wipe the seedy. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Very sweet of you. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone else's super chat, but feel free to, be like Vanessa. Sweetie wipe the seedy. And thank you, Tormy, for joining a new member. Welcome to my membership. Yeah. Married People's Brawl. Right, Armed Forces Day. But also I don't want to insult our armed forces that way. But I guess I don't want to insult the labor. All that was done by labor unions either. So someone's always going to get insulted. You know, maybe St. Patrick's Day, but then the Irish. But I think that they really don't. I don't think they celebrate it like we do, where we drink green things and piss ourselves. You know, I don't think that's traditionally Irish. I think that's more the American, or maybe that's just because I worked at Irish pub during college for quite a few years. That's what happened. Is people just drank green things, ate corned beef and cabbage, and then peed themselves in public. And the occasional fight. You know, the occasional Labor Day in Nashville fight, if you will. All right. Let's get serious, you guys. Are we serious? Columbus Day. Yeah, we can insult Columbus, right? That's cool now. So, okay. I'm trying to grab my little, there it is, my folder, so we can pull up some of these Heisem photos. Because for real. I mean, your face heard the slur, sir. Your face heard the slur. Let's get him. All right. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never in my life heard. Are you sure that this happened? And Corey's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened. He's like, oh God, that's crazy. Can you repeat? Can you say it? And he's like, no, I can't. I think Heisem was trying to set up freaking Corey. He was like, well, Corey, what was it? Why don't you say it? And Corey's like, no, I'm not. No. Huh? Because Heisem, you know, I think Heisem hates everybody. I really do. I think he's going to get off the show and we're going to learn that he just hates everyone. Because I got some screenshots too of him during the live eviction tonight. And he's just always like, it was from the first damn episode, from the premiere. He was like, I don't like anybody. I don't like anybody. He heard it. He heard it. He heard it. Oh, I have some pictures of that too. So Heisem he has a resting bitch confused face. A resting bitchy confused face. Like the resting bitch face. It's like not all bitchy. It's like confused because, Kathy, and I did see people on Twitter saying that because he has shared the story quite a few times with Matt about how he had hearing issues as a kid. So I mean, I guess okay, maybe that's what it was, but something tells me but the looks Heisem gave, I'm like, mm-mm. He heard it. It's just really, it's hard for me to believe that he didn't hear anything. I'm trying to pull up the most obvious one. I took so many screenshots just to see which one landed. Okay, so we have this one, which is kind of him looking at him. Here's a little bit. Here's another one where he's like, what? What the what? What did you just say, sir? What did you just say? And then there's one where he is looking at Matt, and I feel like there's no way when they walked out of that room. That's why I wish the cameras would have followed them when they walked out of the room, which I don't think they did. So that we could see if they said something to each other. Okay. But yeah, I kind of think if you're not elderly and maybe a part of his practice, you're one of his patients, he really doesn't like you. I feel like Heisem just likes the elderly. Yeah. If Jerry was in the house, he would love him. He would love him. But all right, I've jumped ahead. We'll get back to this. But let's continue to speculate as to why Heisem was like, I don't know her. He acted like how Mariah Carey did about Jennifer Lopez. He was like, I don't know her. No. Luke, are you sure? Was I there? Did I talk to Luke? Oh no, I don't think so. Huh. Maybe. We'll see. I'm interested to see his DR. Maybe in the next episode, will we get a DR about? No, probably not, because we would have seen that tonight. Or maybe when the feeds turn on tonight, we'll hear Heisem. I mean, the thing is, the feeds have been off now because of Luke's dumbass. And so we missed a lot of good feeds. And we also missed people actually talking about this, which sucks because, if anything, when these kind of things happen, it is a great opportunity for learning. And as much as Julie Chen says that, CBS doesn't act that way. They don't allow us to see this happening. Well, what are the house guest reactions? Because that little meeting they had was awkward AF. And, I feel as though they're missing a lot of opportunities. I'm very happy that they do have a code of conduct finally, and they did take action, and Luke's gone because there's no reason for this. This is ridiculous. It's 2023. You're 30 years old. This isn't, you living out some kind of dream, like rap star dream or something. I don't know. Luke's just weird to me. He's a weird dude. And the way it's just rolled out, you were like, okay, you say this. This is something you say. This is something that's in your vocabulary. And it shouldn't be. You're a white dude in America. Cut it out. And I have seen people in my comments saying, well, Kirsten said it. Kirsten's a black woman. If you're asking that question, why Kirsten can say it and Luke can't, you're trolling at this point. Or you are walking through life like this. There is no reason to be asking that question. Well, I guess Kirsten should leave too. Just please go put your head back under the rock and go back to sleep. Because that is a ridiculous statement. And if adults are asking this, you probably are the people who are like, why can't I say it? And also Google. Why are you asking me? Educate yourself. All right. But yeah, not having the feeds on, we missed a lot of time to kind of hear about this, talk about this, and have open discussions within ourselves, or if we watch with our friends or our families, or how to handle situations like this, Because I think in this moment, it would have been fantastic for Corey or Heisem, who allegedly didn't hear it, to step up. That is kind of the job. If you want to be a true ally, is in these situations to step up and say something, because the onus shouldn't fall upon Jared. I've seen a lot of criticism for Jared, and everyone is, you can have your own opinion about that. But I don't fault Jared, because it's a really hard position to be in. And you're in this game. And I also think there's probably a lot of, and this is just me, take it for what it's worth, but just living on this earth 43 years and knowing my own privilege in the world, I think that there is, a lot of conditioning, whether it's subconscious or conscious conditioning that happens, where it is kind of, make the problematic white person feel better. And in that moment, maybe Jared fell into that role. Maybe Jared's tired of teaching white people older than him why they can't say the N-word. Maybe Jared is afraid it's going to affect his game. I mean, he's not the one who said it. I mean, well, he can say it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the one who said something problematic. So for the onus to just fall on Jared and for people to, I think it's a hard position that I obviously will never understand fully as a white woman, but I think that maybe giving Jared a little bit of grace too, because he is young and probably tired. And it's, I don't know. I really wish Izzy was there. I've heard that a lot on Twitter too, but I wish Izzy would have been there. And if she didn't say something, I would have been so disappointed had she not said something. And I understand not everyone is going to, and some people are going to go, F you, Joleen, I'm not giving Jared grace. And you don't have to, because I'm just speaking from me again, but I'm not going to speak for an entire community of people. How they should feel, but I'm just thinking, I'm trying to put responsibility more on the white people in the room who saw this go down. And again, obviously Corey's very young, but I don't even think I just think he should have said something. He should have said something more. You know what I mean? But it could be in your head. You could be wondering, like, I make this worse for Jared? I don't know. It's just a really strange, but all too common situation, I think. I think Izzy would have said something. Yeah. And I didn't understand that. You guys can put it in the chat. When we get to the meeting about it, and then Jared starts talking about how, because Corey explains what happened to the house, and the house guest's face is like, oh my gosh, I think I have some screenshots here, but I didn't really understand. I'll have to go back and watch the episode again, what Jared was saying, I guess. So that's due to my own ignorance, or just went over my head, how he was saying that. I didn't know if he was like trying to protect Luke, or if I understand when he said, I don't want to be seen as aggressive. I don't want to be seen as all these things. You're trying to play this game. It's uncomfortable. But then once we got to the meeting, I guess I didn't quite understand what he was trying to say when it came to, the Luke situation, and why maybe Corey shouldn't be talking about it. But yeah, I guess I didn't really understand what he was trying to say there. Here's Mimi. Mimi's like, what happened? Well, what's going on? And the fact that, like, nobody said anything. I'm shocked. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Why Jared he appeared to be angry with Corey for explaining what happened. And yeah, Jared did say to Luke, like, I don't care. I don't care if you said it. But do you think there's, like, maybe within Jared, he's just, like, tired? Like he said, he has friends that kind of talk like, or use that word, white friends like Luke. So I gotta go back. I mean, this stuff has layers. This stuff is deep. This stuff is in our society. So the people that are like, oh, it's just a word. Oh, it's just this. It's not. It goes so much deeper than that. And I think most of us know that, who want to admit what reality is in the United States of America. And again, Big Brother, always people say, oh, why is every season there's a race issue? I don't know, because there's racism in America and it's systemic. So if it's a mirror, if the game is a mirror of society and the people who play the game come straight out of the systemic racism, why wouldn't it follow them in the house? That's what I never understand when people are going, well, God, I always have to make it about race. It's always about race. This is the United States, where we have such issues here. They're so ingrained in how we were formed and in the current system. So I don't understand why some people don't just want to admit that so we can progress. But you will see a lot of white people, not every white person that watches this show, but there's a population of white people who are just like, no, the problem is the people that bring up the racism, not the racists or the bigotry. And then there can be the argument, him saying that, did it come, like Jared was saying, from a place of malice? So that's his own way that he looks at it. If someone is saying it to be truly bigoted or hateful, or was he saying it? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not these are questions we'd have to ask Luke. Like, why did you say it? Why is it so readily available on your tongue, coming out of your mouth, in your vocabulary, at your big age and with your hairy chest? Why? These are questions I would like Luke to answer, for sure. These are times where people could learn. So DGF said, I'm sure that Jared knows that you teach people how you treat you. CBS should have let it play out on the feeds, a la UK. Yes, agreed. That's what I heard. I heard TV Talks with Tom, shout out to TV Talks with Tom, said that he doubled down on his Instagram. I don't know if he went live. I saw that he posted a cheese block next to his name. And then on his Instagram story, Luke posted that, please forgive Luke. Has he apologized? You can't forgive someone who hasn't apologized. I mean, what? And then on his TikTok, pretty sad, he posted a TikTok where he was doing one-handed push-ups. And I don't know if it's like the people who are running his account right now. And they were like, stay strong, Luke stands. And there were no likes. And I screenshotted it because I was like, oh, I don't think there's any Luke stands. But okay. Viv says, I think Jared was trying to not bring attention to himself and come off as aggressive. Yes, for sure. Luke is from Florida. He was Florida-ing a little bit. No offense. Not all Floridians. Okay. # not all Floridians. But you guys are getting some bad news. You know what I mean? Stuff's come. You're like, when Florida's. Luke is online Oh, he laughed? Oh, God. Oh, my God. What the hell? Oh, no. He went overboard with the girlfriend story. Yeah. Exactly. How could it not be? We live within a system filled with, racism, bigotry, privilege, for certain groups and not for others. I think, am I the only one that thinks this is worse than what happened with Kyle? It's different in the way that, it's Kyle-esque, but in the way that it was more, he blatantly said a racial slur. With Kyle, it was more of like these implicit biases and assumptions that were made and using terms like the silent majority. And you're like, ooh, that's not good. That's kind of creepy. What are you doing? So, yeah. I think Jared, again, I can't speak on behalf of, the Black community. I can't speak to tell anyone that you're wrong for feeling that way towards Jared, because I'm sitting here as a freaking white lady with a bob and blonde hair. I basically got a Karen haircut. I can't, speak on those things, but I do think I can speak on behalf of like wanting to be an ally and wanting and what you can encourage white people to do in those situations. And I think, the best thing is always to address it. Check, use your privilege to check Luke's privilege. And you can't say, what are you doing? You can't say that. And don't put the onus just on the Black person in the situation or Black people in the situation, because what I've heard from my Black friends is they're tired. They're tired. And white people need to step up. And we got to educate ourselves on this shit. And we have to do better. And you got to check your family. And you got to check your friends. I've had instances where I've had to check family. I've had instances where I've had to check people, And is it uncomfortable? Yeah. But I think it's far more uncomfortable to experience bigotry and to have that on you. So I think it's far more uncomfortable for a Black person in America to have to deal with that than us to have to be a little uncomfortable and go, hey, uncle, whatever, you can't say that. That's, and here's why. And try to educate. I don't know, you guys. All right. Stanley says, I'm Black and I say F Jared. And that's, again, I welcome all of your opinions in the chat. But I do wonder with this new, my husband and I were talking about this, and we will have Casual Corner. My husband, Chell, comes on occasionally, and he is a casual, just watches episodes because he loves me or because he signed a piece of paper by law that said he has to sometimes do what I say, which is watch Big Brother. So he comes on and gives us the casual opinion. What, because a lot of us are feedsters or we watch live feed updates. So we know, a little bit more, but it's always interesting to see how this show is edited and how the casuals get their opinion. And so my husband will come on and he gives the casual opinion, but my husband even said, I wonder if they acted more because of what recently happened in Alabama with the riverboat brawl. And, but now that we know that apparently they had a code of conduct, I mean, who knows? Jared did go on Survivor, but only lasted one night and left because of a storm. So they put someone else on. What? Huh? Kay says, exactly. I'm no longer telling non-Black people why they shouldn't say racial slurs. Your girl is tired. Listen, if I'm tired and I'm a white lady, I can't imagine how tired you are. And what I've seen for the past, how many ever seasons I've been covering Big Brother, and it's the same damn tired trolling argument. Why can they say it? We can't say it. What about reverse racism? It's not real. It doesn't exist. The definition is race plus power equals racism. So you being white in America, and it's not power based on when they explain privilege. We talk about this every season. I feel like it's just like, when we speak on privilege, we're not saying you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, that all white people had more money than Black people growing up, or all these things we're saying. We're saying there are certain privileges that white people are afforded, that if you acknowledge that privilege, you can be a better ally and a better friend to your Black friends. You know what I mean? You can be a better person overall in the United States. You can help to progress racial relations to get to a better place and to break down the systemic racism, because it's little things like seeing yourself on represented in careers and television, seeing products for your hair. Us white people, we've always had that. We've never had to worry about that. Black people, they haven't had that. Seeing just as simple as like the shade of your foundation for makeup. Like there are so many ways in which white people have white privilege in America. And admitting that doesn't hurt you. It only progresses us as humans and as a society. But people always go, I grew up poor, I didn't have anything. It has nothing to do with your financial means. It's the things that exist within this system are built for you, ideally, for us. We can't break it down if we can't even admit it. If we can't even say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I've always seen myself represented on television, in careers. I've always seen, just even on Big Brother, I've always seen a hell of white people, I've always found products for my hair, things for my skin tone. Yeah, I guess I always have those kind of things. But again, I mean, people are still going to leave comments and go, well, Kirsten can say it like I say it. Huh? And unfortunately, there we go. But let's pull up some of these screen grabs of everyone's face. So Riley comes in. I know we're jumping around this episode, but it was just like, this episode was a little frustrating, obviously. Riley comes in and say, Big Brother wants you to know that Luke's gone. And everyone's like, Luke who? And they're like, the guy with the chest hair who got irrationally angry and then used a racial slur. Oh, he slept on the cheese wedge. Oh, he only brought a week's worth of clothing. Oh, so he brought the appropriate amount of clothing. That's probably the only thing good we can remember he did. Here's Hisam pretending he didn't hear it, allegedly. Okay, everything I say, again, is alleged, but everything I say is true, except for the parts that are false. And then Miss Flish is like, what? And then, Blue is like, huh? He said that? And it baffles me that nobody, I guess this is still somewhat early in the morning. We don't even know what time they're having this meeting. But it baffles me that no one said anything to anyone. I was so surprised that Corey, of all people, wouldn't say something. Wouldn't go like, oh my gosh, this person just said this. Luke just said a racial slur. But, so, another screenshot there. Sari was surprised. So, well, it looked like Sari was surprised. So I don't know if Jared, didn't tell her. I don't know. But again, it seems like Jared just kind of wanted it to go away. Kind of wanted to be like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. That's what it seemed like. And from his DR, he's like, it's just a hard situation for me to be in because I look aggressive and I don't want to come off like that. And, I'm the only black guy in the house. So it's not easy. But I thought I had a couple more of everyone's face. But people were just like, because I expected weird things to happen. I predicted that the cheese bed would have disgusting things happen on or near it. And it did, being Luke. But I had originally predicted maybe like a hookup. So I was like half right. Yeah, I think the feeds will come on soon. I hope so. It would look like they were talking game talk. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's why I would have liked feeds to be on to know, if Hisam is really, if he really didn't hear it, or if this is just part of his strategy, or if he was trying to frame Corey, which I kind of think he was trying to frame Corey. CJ says, I really think Jared asked him not to say anything. Could be. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Candace Owens. Oh, good. Oh no. Can you imagine a celebrity Big Brother with Candace Owens? Her and like her boyfriend Ben Shapiro. Oh my goodness. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy feeds. That'd be team crazy feeds. Okay. So getting back into this episode, Julie Chen comes on. She's like, hey guys, it's me, Julie Chen. And I have another last name, but we don't know her. And the nether region, there's a warning. So the nether region is something that is like, next time, Corey was gone for an hour. Well, next time it's going to be longer. So every time this nether region thing, I guess people are going to be gone longer, which is going to put, a target on their back. Because it's like, well, what happens in the nether region? What are they finding out? What do they get? Is there going to be some kind of advantage that people in the nether region ultimately get? Yeah, Julie Chen. I'm Julie Chen, and whatever the last name is. Love one another. Okay. I'm stacked. Another region. I'm afraid that might be true. Is Les Moonves' last? Oh no, Sybil Shepherd. No, Kathy Griffin. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. So then Julie's like, but first we're going to have a live eviction. I'm like, a live eviction? Jesus, Julie. We have to do 100 days. You got rid of a house guest already being, Luke's gone. I really thought Julie Chen was going to come out and be like, guess what? We're not going to do that. No live eviction. So then it would have been fantastic because then freaking Kirsten and Miss Felicia would stay. But no, Julie's like, we're still doing it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, right. I still thought maybe at the end they would go, just kidding. I mean, wouldn't that have been great for Kirsten to stay after they revealed the vote of 13-0, the unanimous vote for her to leave? You're staying. And then just see, oh, that would really put a fire, I think, in Kirsten. That would have been interesting. But no. So totally lame that we're still having a live eviction. Didn't like it. Didn't want it. Heisem and Sari are noticing that the youngins are in alliance, that 8-person handful alliance. Like, we're the handfuls. We're the best. We're the best alliance ever. No one's going to know about us. We're just hanging out all the time in the HOH room, cuddling on the hammock in front of everybody. We're just constantly by each other, but it's just because we're young and hot and cool, minus Cameron. Everyone else is like young and hot and cool. And then there's Cameron. We're good. And it's like, no. So they start talking about that. Then Kirsten says she's surprised that Heisem didn't use the POV because they've been giving her the runaround. Definitely giving her the runaround. And she was like, I was in the phallic 5. I made friends. What's going on? Huh? I didn't get pulled to the nether region, aka allegedly Les Moonvez's lap. I didn't go there. So why, it's also really sus that Riley had 2 women. She could have done one guy, one woman, one man, but no, she saved 2 dudes. Okay, Riley. Riley's gonna cry. We'll get to that too. So then Miss Felicia says she needs to get busy. Miss Felicia's like, well, I got to get busy, okay, because I've ruined 5 microphones. I fell in the hot tub. All right, I've called people a heifer. And now I know I have the Bye Bye Bitches, which how great is it that there's finally an alliance called Bye Bye Bitches. And I don't think that would have come to fruition had we not had the Bye Bye Bitches on the wall. Janelle's, iconic saying from BB6, bye bye bitches, as Howie's like lifting her up, bye bye bitches. And they're like, oh, how dare she? How dare she? So, but Miss Felicia's like, there's only 4 of us in the Bye Bye Bitches. So I need to get some more people. And then Kirsten talks to America, not us, but the actual woman named America in the house, who I thought was AI generated. Turns out she's not. Still on the fence about Luke, and also there was the question. Twitter did think he had a twin. So do both twins use racial slurs? We don't know. You know what I mean? So if it was a twin twist, his twin really got screwed, but I would assume he probably is just as gross as him. So no loss there. But she talks to America and she's like, America, you gave me your lashes. Like, we are like sisterhood of the traveling eyelash extensions now. So I trust you. And it seems like there was a time where America, wanted, to save Kirsten, because for that side of the house, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Kirsten, I think she would have kind of nestled herself back in there. But obviously that did not happen. Bowie, Heisem, Izzy, Sari, and Felicia, they get together in the comic book room and they're like, let's get the elderly going. All right. Everyone over 35 is elderly. Or maybe, I don't know how old Izzy is. Maybe she's 32. But basically we're elderly. This is the first time we've had this many old people, Heisem says. And we know Heisem loves an old person. And Heisem's like, listen, some of you, no offense, are going to die soon. Because if you listen to my pre-season interview, which I don't know if you guys heard, people only live to like 70, maybe 70 something. And sorry, Miss Felicia, you're 63. Sari, you're 50. I mean, we got to get this cracking. I'm 45. We only got so much time on this earth, live, laugh. We're about to die. So Heisem is, we're underestimated. There's the other side of the house alliance, they clocked it. Because it's not hard to tell. Also, Jared is, acting as a double agent and coming back to Sari and sharing a lot of the information, obviously, or all of the information. So, and it's not hard to clock that they were working together. It's like, I don't know, everyone is guest star alliance. Like, you're cuddling with each other. Like, can we fit 5 on the hammock? And then Corey's there like, oh, okay. Cool beans. Heisem says they need to scoop up Red and Mimi, and I love Mimi. Red, he's not my favorite. So then that's 7 people. So Sari lets Heisem take the lead because she's like, listen, they cut off the head of the snake first. They don't cut the body first or the tail. So go ahead, Heisem. And Heisem, he has that personality where he wants to be large and in charge. Yeah. Yeah. He wants to, burlesque it all over the house. He wants to be the leader of the burlesque. So Sari's like, go ahead. I don't need more eyes on me. I don't need all eyes on me. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Mimi and Red talk to Sari, Izzy, and Felicia on the balcony outside. And that was kind of funny. And it was funny to watch on the feeds because they were like trying to like hide and it was a mess. And then they invite them into the Elderly Alliance. And Red's like, well, that sounds good because I don't really have anything else going on. So I think I'll take your offer. I was saying it's a little too early to game. I think I changed my mind. Sounds good. And then Mimi's like, yes, I am on board. And they set their sights on the young, hot singles, the wannabe Love Island crew. And per Izzy, she's like, they think they're so great. Izzy has a chip on her shoulder. And this is going to be good for her game because it'll make her fight hard, but also bad for her game because she's coming with a lot of her personal experiences and prejudices and of like, because Izzy's been on the feeds like, oh, they don't take me seriously because I'm not hot enough because they don't want to F me. And I'm like, calm down, Izzy, a little bit. Okay. Also, you don't want them young babies to want to F you. It's inappropriate. It's like Rennie. It's like, it's inappropriate. It's not right. It's not right. Stacked. We see each other. Okay. Because, Mimi, before I knew Sari was in the house, Mimi was my winner pick and my fave. Okay. And it turns out, according to Taylor, when she was with Sharon Tharp, again, I guess Mimi also comes from the pageant world. And her and Taylor from last season's winner, Taylor, like I need to remind you guys, you're like, yeah, we know her. We remember her. They're in the same pageant circuit and they share like mutual reps or friends or something. You better not. Oh yeah, that's like, oh, I got to get that. It's inappropriate because I do have the clip where she says, "You better not. You better not. You better not. You better not." I love it.
That is funny.
I know Mimi's rant when she's in the food store. She's like, these people are just so dumb. They're the dumbest group of people that ever dumbed. I've never seen people dumb so much. God, you better not. All right. Yes. So the Elderly Alliance takes shape. Izzy's like, yeah, we're going to take down Love Island. So crazy. I play the flute, which I found, and thanks to BB Twitter, so many videos of Izzy playing the flute, and she's good. She's a good flutist. Finger. She fingers the shit out of that thing. She's like, she American Pies that thing, like really good. And she's in like this rap video with this dude, and she said she performed with Lizzo, but oh my God. So it was hilarious because on the feeds, she's telling a story about how she performed with Lizzo. And I was like, oh, she don't even know that Lizzo's getting canceled right now. She doesn't even know because she's in the house. In a minute, I'm going to need to sexually harass some people in my squad. No, I don't know. I haven't read the full Lizzo thing, but I was like, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Yeah. Izzy is one of those people. I love her right now. I don't know if I'm going to love her the whole game. There's going to come a time, just like Sari said in tonight's episode, there's going to come a time I'm going to have to tell Izzy, shut it down. Shut it down. There's going to come a time where if Izzy goes to the dark side, but right now I enjoy her. When she was on the feeds talking to Miss Felicia saying, I hate Cameron. Miss Felicia's like, don't say hate. Don't say hate. And she's like, I hate that I can't hate Cameron. Oh my gosh, that was funny. So I mean, she's like, I think someone put it in the chat, but she's one of those players where you can, you love her at times and you don't like her at times. So it's, and thank you so much for the super chat. I know I had the super chat up for a while and then I was blabbing off, and I just want to thank you, Migdalia, so much for the super chat, and love you right back. If I didn't already say that, because I put it up and then I was like, I think in my head I thought I said it and I might not have. Okay. Oh, the Felicia when she's laughing, her laugh is just so great. I got to upload that to my little sound thing here in stream. Actually, I feel like cussing. It's so good. Her laugh is just, it's a full body laugh. She laughs with her tits. She laughs with her lungs. She laughs with her nose. She laughs with everything. Everything. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. So then the old people decide we're the professors because their tagline is taking the kids to school. We're taking them to school. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah. It is like a little bit dolphin-y, Kay. A little bit. She laughs with her pancreas. She laughs with her colon. It is so great. She laughs with her semicolon. It is so good. It's so good. Then Julie says, it's been an emotional, but first, it's been an emotional 24 hours in the Big Brother house, as one of the house guests broke the code of conduct. And then Kirsten, we see her. She's sad. She's nervous. She's talking to Luke. Luke's like, maybe you could just pretend that you're not on the block. You just, chill, even though I've been anything but chill. Like, I was asleep for most of the days. Then when I woke up, I was real mad. Then I used a racial slur and I got kicked out. But, like, I only brought 2 pairs of jeans, and they're both Levi's, and they're both, like, a light wash. And I thought for sure I was going to bring a dark wash, and totally paused on that one. So I'm just pissed because Jag and Matt and Riley stabbed me in the back. They're supposed to be my best friends that I've barely known. Ugh, they lied to me in a game like Big Brother where I guess people lie, but I'm so mad. So mad. But anyways, dude, I'm also goofy. I'm mad, but I'm goofy. Okay. Yeah, Julie did look good. She looked good, realification. Does Matt have a secret blunt? He's stoned all the time. It's California. Maybe they let him have some edibles inside. God bless. They let the celebrity BB people have their edibles, so maybe they're letting the regular people too. Us regular old poor people, we get edibles too. Edibles for everyone. Okay. Yeah. Luke forgot. He got kicked out already. Sadly, yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. So then, the Luke incident. I want to say narwhal. I'm going to Google that real quick. What the heck is a narwhal? What is this man talking about? Narwhal definition. Narwhal. A small Arctic whale, the male of which has a long forward-pointing, spirally twisted tusk developed from one of its teeth. Ew. I mean, cool, but ew. Ugh. Are they real? Oh, okay. The National Oceanic Exploration Facts. What's the narwhal known for? Racism. It's so, oh my God. No, it's not. Bigotry. Horrible. Nicknamed the unicorn of the sea. I don't see any glitter, so I wouldn't name it that, but it does have that pointy thing. And long shrouded in mystery. Okay. The narwhal is famous for its long ivory tusk, which spirals counterclockwise and can reach up to 9 feet. 9 feet, Jesus. That is a killer. Oh my God. In length. Males predominantly have a tusk, and some have 2 9-foot tusks. Oh my God. Couldn't handle that. It's horrible. Is a narwhal a sperm whale? description, narwhals, monodon, monoceros, apologize for murdering some of these words, are considered medium-sized odontoceti. I don't know what the hell is that Lisa's saying. Or toothed whales. I don't like a toothed whale. I like the ones with less teeth. The largest being the sperm whale. And what is a sperm whale? Does it just sperm everywhere? I don't really know. I did go to SeaWorld once before. You weren't supposed to go to SeaWorld. It was back in the 90s before we knew that animals should be treated nicely. And the smallest, the harbor. Okay, I don't even know what's going on here. All right. It didn't really answer any question. What is the myth of the narwhal? The myth is that a white man named Luke will pretend he was going to say that instead of a racial slur. According to myths collected among, in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the narwhal was once a woman with long hair. Why she got to have long hair? Patriarchy. That she had twisted and plaited to resemble a tusk. Why would she do that? When the woman's blind son, oh God, this gets sad, lashed her to a white, what? When the woman's blind son lashed her to a white whale, she was drowned, but transformed into a narwhal. Oh my, of course, Luke's weird ass would know about this. Of course. Thanks, Diane. That's very nice of you to say. Okay. Where'd the house guests go? I don't know. They're on Les Moonvez's lap. That's what Stacked in Florida said, So they're somewhere. They're just pretending. I don't know. They're in the upside down. Hopefully there's like an upside down thing, like Stranger Things. I know they have the nether regions, but it just sounds like someone's privates. It really does. It just, and the way they sucked Corey back in, like he was getting sucked back into the uterus. It was too much. It's a classic animal. All right, mister. I had no idea. I mean, I feel like I've heard of it before. In Elf. Oh, yes. When Buddy is on the floating glacier, he's like, good luck finding your dad, buddy. And he's like, thank you. That's a narwhal. Okay, Sharon. See, talk to me in terms I understand. Christmas comedies starring Will Ferrell. And now I get it. Oh my God. Yeah, I think right now they're shrunk in the shape of Jasmine's muffins. Right now they are all in the upside down where the remainder of Jasmine's muffins are that Turner didn't eat but just smashed down. So yeah, Dudley, they really could have come up with a better name for the nether regions. That's your privates. Okay, that's your privates. And everyone should see the Barbie movie. It's so freaking good. So good. It's freaking amazing. Okay. $1 billion baby right there. All right. So Luke incident, we talk about that. And then immediately from that, Jared explains his non-reaction, being the only black man in the house, like we talked about earlier. And then Julie's like, Luke has been removed from the house and we don't get to see it. I want to see him get like kicked out, pushed out in those ill-fitting shorts and the bed head. And I want them to ask, do you know why we're kicking you out like BBUK does? And they go, no, it's because you broke the code of conduct and you used a racial slur. I did? Yeah, do you remember that? I don't know. It's always, though, at least then maybe we could, I don't know, we could see something. But no, they're just like, okay, gone. See you later. Then Red talks to Riley. He's like, I'm going to fish for some info. He tries to find out where the majority is in the house. And then he clocks Riley's entire alliance. And she's like, I don't understand. This old man with a beard who's not part of the sexy tribe. I'm sorry, I'm saying tribe because of Suri, but the sexy crew just came in and like knew stuff. And he's old. And he smells interesting. Like my mom said, people smell when they have the ganja. He smells like tie-dye. Okay. He smells like incense. I don't get it. And sweat. And pigs. I think like a farmer. I don't don't know. This old man clocked my entire alliance. It's like, yeah, girl, literally, you guys are always hanging out. I mean, it's so obvious. And then you got a double agent in the house, Jared, too. So it's not like Red's a genius. It's pretty obvious. We got Love Island and Cameron. You know, Cameron has infiltrated Love Island. If this was a real season of Love Island, I've only watched a little bit of Love Island. They'd be like, who's the creeper? What's going on over here? What's happening? What's going on? Does he always stare like that? He keeps telling everyone he's my father, but we're the same age. That's weird. Yeah, creative name. He smells like blindside butter beans. He blindside butter beans. Yes. So then, all right, Riley's stunned. Okay. And they should have shown how much Riley cried. And why didn't we get the scene of Riley crying with Suri on the feeds? So this Cameron has put so many crazy ideas in Riley's head. And Riley also, I think, is just, she's young. She's trying to be all these things she's really not. I think she's afraid of how she comes off. I think how she really wants to be is like this young girl trolling for a little bit of love, a little bit of D, friends who are also hot and young and wear bikinis, but not hotter than her, you know. And she doesn't want to hang out with old people. She's like, you're like a mom to me, but you know, she doesn't want to. Because when you're 24, who the hell wants to hang out with anyone over the age of 30? No one. No. Well, maybe the evolved people. I didn't. But I also was an alcoholic at the time, so I don't know. But you just don't. When you're 24, you're just like, oh, God, because it reminds you of your own, the fact that you might get old, and you're like, no, God, not me. Ew, gross. So Riley is just so easily influenced, and she wants to be this badass, and I can win comps, and I'm different, and I can juggle, but then, you know, I think she's not there with her confidence, and so she's paranoid, she's insecure. The game is making it this way as well, and then you have Cameron coming in like, hey, just listen, girl. I don't want to have to hit you. And you're like, what did he just say? What? I can't hit you. It's how many times are you going to mention you want to hit her? This is weird. Right? Oh, okay. But I don't look at you sexually. I just don't. Yeah. Are you hot? Sure. Okay. Do you look great in a bikini? Hells yeah. But I'm not attracted to that at all. Okay. I look at you like my daughter. I want to raise you, girl. I want to protect you. I don't want you coming off like a mean bitch, because that's what's happening. You're coming off like a mean bitch. I'm like, what is this? Mean girl. Everyone's talking about it. I've seen men like this, dime a dozen. Okay. I've talked about in my last video. He wants to be the hero. His goal is not to help Riley. He don't give two shits. I don't care. People can get mad at me, say what they want to say. I'm going to say what I say as a 43-year-old woman who's lived on this earth as a woman around dudes like this. He wants to be her sole protector. He wants to alienate her from Jag, alienate her from Matt, alienate her from the young guys she could date and, you know, hang out with, and, you know, make her have a little bit of control, manipulation. Some people have said groomer vibes. We've seen it before. It's creepy. If you're a woman, you know, you've seen this man in your life. Definitely. And some people say, you can't destroy his reputation. Like, this is my opinion. This is our opinion as women, the experience we've had of dealing with men like this. Why is he going around touching her, playing on the fact that, like, holding her hand, be like, I'll help you. She don't need your help. She's got the power in the house. You didn't even win POV. She don't need your help. She doesn't need nothing from you. She doesn't need to be raised by you. And he knows that, you know, she lost her dad young. So he's using those little things which make it extra creepy and super gross. All right. So he's just yuck. He's given me a little bit of beast mode cowboy creepiness. That's my feeling towards him. The way he's acting, the things he's saying to her, and the fact that they're not true, and the fact that Suri, if you're watching the feeds, getting back to that point, she had to clean up this mess. Riley was like, she like inconsolable. She's like, I feel like a bad person, and I did this, and I want. And Suri's like, you're not. And Suri got, you know, that's the great thing about Suri is, if you guys don't know her from Survivor or know her from Traders, she is able to really, I mean, socially, she's great, empathetic. She'll cut you for sure, and she will, you know, do what's best for her in the long run, obviously. But she knows that, you know, there's a certain point where we want to see. Do we want to see people kind of spiral a little. Of course, it makes for better feeds. And then if you're in the game, you're like, well, it ain't me. But you don't want to see people completely going off. That's not fun watching someone deteriorate right in front of you. What like mental health wise. So that's when Suri was like, no, girl, seriously, hugging her, loving on her, while Cameron's up there feeding her all these lies like everybody hates her. And it just, so then it's so frustrating watching Riley, because she's like, I just feel like everyone thinks I'm mean and I have like a big target. It's like everyone's just like questioning me. And I'm thinking, girl, you are in power. You are not going home. You had the easiest HOH in the history of HOHs. You didn't have to do a renom. You had to take 2 people off the block. One of the people who would be mad at you for not taking them off the block is going home. What are you worried about? You're crying to people who could actually go home, that could actually have been backdoored, She's like, people don't know what it's like to be in this big room and have a bathtub and your own shower and your own pooper and get all your snacks and a letter from home, which I didn't get because it's too early in the season, but you know what I mean? And I got slippers. It's just like sometimes the slippers aren't that comfortable. And sometimes like I thought they were going to give me like a couple more scrunchies and they didn't. And I have a certain facial routine I do. I use Paula's Choice. It's not like it's an expensive brand. It just has really good reviews. And I have a whole Paula's Choice routine that I do with like the toner, and there's a pore minimizer, even though I know it looks like I have no pores, but that's because it's Paula's Choice. And I didn't get that. And people don't understand what that's like because I thought I'd get it. And yeah, they gave me those like seaweed chips from Trader Joe's that all the young, fit people get, that are nasty and taste like ass. I don't care what anybody says. But I love them, and I only got 1 package, and my mom always gets me 2. Suri, I can't do this. And Suri's like, you're good. You're good. No one's saying your name, Riley. Yeah, I think they are. They're all saying it. No one's saying your name, Riley. If anything, now they're going to say your name, Riley. And then Cameron's like, I'm going to wait till she's completely broken, then I'm going to go put her back together. Oh my God. Just those elders with pores just don't get it. Yes, pomegranate. Yes. It was so weirdly edited. They should have showed us the Suri scene because I think it was really endearing to Suri as well, and who she is and just how good she is. Because then Riley's like, you're like a mother to me. You're my mom. Oh, poor Suri and Felicia. Do you think they want to raise all these kids? No. These grown, problematic, mental health crisis kids? No. Suri's already got a kid in the house. She doesn't. Oh, she's like, it's okay. It's okay. Suri's like, look at my nails. Like, no, I'm the idiot. I'm the one that's messed up. I can't get my last acrylic off, the glue. And then Riley's like, and I don't even have any nails. And I was just like, oh my God. But they did have, but Suri was like so kind to her, and so we'll move on from that. I could talk about that all day. All right. Then Izzy comes in and just undoes everything. And Izzy's like, hey, Riley, what's up? Okay. Yeah, I know you're saying it's too early, too soon, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But can we cut the bullshit? Thank you. I got a snapback on, hat backwards, cool glasses, little Jeffrey Dahmer-esque, but that's what's in right now. Joleen likes him too. Okay. Let's cut the bullshit. What's really happening? And Riley's just like, I mean, this is just watching Riley just be, for someone who said they were a big super fan, just shocked that people would suggest that she might be in a showmance with another hot person, suggest that she might be in alliance with the people she's with 24/7 up in the HOH room and laying on the hammock with and always talking to. Just suggest that, no, it's day 6 or 7 at the time, or day 5 or something. So people definitely have talked. So let's not pretend, you won HOH. There's definitely some gaming going on. You've made some deals with some people. That's how this shit works. Okay. Riley's like a mess. And Izzy's just like, nah, we're going to cut the shit. And she's like, Riley's like, what? Well, I just want everyone to get along, and I just want everyone to be like happy, and I don't want anyone to ever think I would not be inclusive because I'm so inclusive. That's not how I was raised. Oh, honey, it's Big Brother. It's Big Brother. It's okay. You're gonna lie. You're gonna cheat. You're gonna steal. But the thing with that is, then you see Riley on the feeds a couple hours later, and she's out there with the same people that she's like, how do they know we're together? And she's like, and they're all hanging out. So come on. Oh my God, yes, stacked. They needed to show the Cirie. Cirie's up there. She does the work, and then Miss Felicia comes up, and I talked about this on another video. Who's in your alliance, Riley? Who is in your alliance? And Riley's like, Jag, Cameron, Matt, Blue, America, me. She didn't even have any bullshit answer. Like, that's what Miss Felicia says she does. She goes, I just straight up ask them because it disarms them. Because they're like, oh, what? Huh? They don't expect it. So then they like spit out answers. And it's pretty genius. And it works for someone in Miss Felicia's age group for sure. Because she can just go, oh, that's how we are. We're straightforward. We're 63 years old. I ain't got time. Heisem says we're going to die soon. So I got to go. We got to go. And then people just spill. But that was such a funny scene. This editing, I don't understand. But again, Big Brother. But they're doing BB Can type editing. It's pretty annoying, actually. I don't even know why I have my AirPod in. I'm not listening to anything. I can't even hear myself in it. Then Izzy goes and tells Cirie about her conversation with Riley. And she's like, she was really spiraling. What do you think, moms? Mom, she was really spiraling. I was like, don't bullshit me. And then I played the flute. And then I was like, huh? Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. Moms, what do you think? What do you think? And that is when Cirie, because Izzy's like, she's saying the same sentence over and over again. And I was like, oh, gotta get it. Moms, what do you think? Me and Jared are your babies. And then that's when Cirie, she's worried that her target will grow in the house because of Izzy's huge personality, which she loves her. She has to, because Izzy knows her deepest, darkest secret in the game. But she knows she's going to have to tell Izzy eventually enough is enough. Cirie's like, I know myself, and I know I'm going to have to tell her to shut the F up. I know that. Izzy wants to make Cirie proud. Izzy wants to just hop right back up in Cirie's baby door. And she's like, have you ever heard of a rebirth, Cirie? It's where I go back in your baby door and you push me out. Like, I'll just go up there and I'll just be like, I got short hair, so just get the little hairs up there and I'm like, and then you go, and you push out like you had a baby. Ooh, girl, moms. If my mom says it's okay and she signs a permission slip, can we do that? Can we? Cirie's like, no. Nuh-uh. Okay. Let's see. Riley cries to the handful. So she cries again. There was a lot of Riley crying on the feeds. So Riley got a very generous edit with her tears. And she's like, it's a lot. I'm just constantly under fire, you guys. And they're like, I think I might have picked the wrong alliance. I don't know if she's okay. America's trying to save Kirsten. The nominee speeches, Kirsten's like, hey guys, I would like to stay. I'd like to play longer. I think I have more to show. I think I showed you in the wedgie competition that I came close to winning. Yeah, so let's do this, right? You're going to keep me, right? And then Miss Felicia is just like, hey, everybody, I'd love to break some more mics. Yes, I just like cussing. And please keep me. Thank you so much. I like you guys. And, everyone's kind of like, oh, Miss Felicia. And then let's see if I have any screenshots of when Miss Felicia was giving her speech. So they're on the block and Miss Felicia is like, this is crazy. But Miss Felicia did look worried when Julie Chen came back with the votes, because you never know. It is Big Brother. And like they said a million times in their pre-interviews, expect the unexpected. Gotta expect the unexpected, guys. You never know. They can get you. They can get you every time. Okay. Someone said, "Baby, take a shot every time Riley cries." Oh my God, you would have alcohol poisoning. Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So they're on the block, give their little speeches, and they do look, like I said, both look pretty worried. Hisam is the first to vote. Okay. And Hisam is like, this was Hisam's. He's just staring. He's looking at everyone. We're going to pull up some Hisam screenshots. Here's him just kind of like, okay. Here's Miss Felicia giving her speech. I love you guys, kind of, not all of you. But, I fell in the hot tub. If you kick me out now, I think that's pretty mean. I haven't fully recovered psychologically or physically from that yet. So please don't kick me out. I don't think you want to, because I will just drag your name on the streets of the Twitter. You guys I'm going to start a Twitter just so I can drag you and your families. Allegedly, she didn't say any of that, but I wish she would have. Izzy's like, I'm sitting next to Suri. Oh my God. You guys see me? That's Suri right there. Right there. That's Suri. That's Suri. That's Suri. That's Suri. And we're like, hey, we know Izzy. We know who that is. It is interesting how Jared wears this handkerchief. I've never seen that. I've never seen a guy wear a handkerchief like that, but I'm old now, so I don't know what the kids are doing. I think Riley was like, I'm doing Barbie, and America's like, I'm doing Barbie too. We're both doing Barbie. And I wonder if they'll have beef. I'm predicting Riley America beef this season. Timestamp that, please, somebody, and DM me so that when I'm right, we can remember. Here's Hisam staring at the nominees very lovingly, very fatherly, like Cameron, very, just loving everybody. So, yep. He's very paternal. That's the word that I'm looking for. And then he gave another loving look. As they said in their speeches, this has been a dream of a lifetime, but if it's my time to go, and he's like, just supportive. That's what I'd say about Hisam. Just very, very supportive. Very supportive man. Just, wow. Positive, just loves people. Loves people. Yeah. Looks like they all farted around him, that he just got Dutch ovened by all of the house guests. He does even tie it under his chin. It's cute. But I don't know. It probably is like something kids do. And then Cameron's like, when can I go emotionally wreck Riley again? When can I go Wreck-It Ralph on Riley's mental? Is it time yet, y'all? I just want to say, did you hear him? And when he did his vote, he was like, shout out to my daughter, Riley. I mean, you know who you are. That was weird, right? That was weird. And then let's see. So Hisam votes first. Now, what I will say is Hisam hangs out with the elderly. We know that. He's geriatric city. Love that. We're all going to get old one day, so we need to treat our elders better. But I think Hisam has been hanging out with the elderly a little too long, because if you notice, I took a screenshot here of his socks. And these are things you're going to get on the BB Breakdown with Joleen that other channels are not going to waste their time on, but I will. Because I think it says something about the person. You have to understand the full person to truly understand their game. And so I think that's what we're doing here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's more of the screenshots from the meeting where they found out about Luke's racial slur. Bowie was crying. I was like, oh, wow, Bowie. And what did I say? She was going to be a crier. And she's already cried. So there you go. Okay, but we're looking for Hisam's socks. He wears those like old people crew socks, like your grandpa would wear, with the high-waisted shorts, which now are in obviously the mom shorts when women or men wear those. Oh, where is it? Where did you go, little guy? Hi, Sam. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, of course. Now that I want it, I can't. But you guys know what I'm saying. He's wearing he's wearing like the socks my husband has to wear at the hospital when he works at the hospital. They're I have to wear sometimes for plantar fasciitis, compression. He's got a nice pair of compression socks because he knows, he's serious about his foot health. Well, anyways, I'll find it one day and it'll be too late, but that's okay. So he goes in there and votes and he's like, oh my God, it's my turn to vote? Yeah, I guess I'm going to vote. So, here he is again with another compassionate look to his house guests here. And we get the 13-0 vote. All right. And we have a very awkward situation. Thank you guys. You guys are so smart. The compression socks. Yes. He knows about sitting like him. He knows what's up. But also he's been, treating a lot of elderly men who, wear those crew socks with their shorts and they love it. And not in like a I'm 25 skater way, but in a, these are great compression socks or very practical Hanes that don't go up high enough to be cool, but go up just enough to be elderly. Because he's a geriatric doctor. Yeah. And here you go. See, he knows what he's doing. Technically, you're supposed to wear them when you're sitting a lot. All right. There you go. Reds is looking dead into our souls. He really is. And him wearing these sunglasses, I think it makes it easier for him in the game because he's able to, like when he was talking to Riley, just say things and not have to worry about, people reading too much into his facial expressions like Hisam because you can't see it. All right. So we get the unanimous vote for Kirsten. Kirsten's like, oh, me? Are you sure? Recount. Are you sure it's me? And we're like, yeah, it's you, girl. Mm-hmm. It's you. Hi. You've been evicted. It's you. So she's like, oh, okay. Then we have obviously the hugs, just hug City Township, which I would just pull a Michael from last season and just go, hold on. I got to tell you guys something and leave at this point. If everyone's lied to me, why not? I'm not going to hug you. So she heads out and she's like, oh my God, it's Julie Chen. I think I know her. I think I've heard of this show. And then we get the house hugging each other. And these two who are definitely gonna boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you're gonna do when your mom Cerie's not looking. You're going to bone blue. Yes, you are. They've been talking a lot on the feeds. They've been flirting. Like, oh, what are you into? Do you cook? Oh, maybe you can show me some time. Oh, I give a lot. Oh, how much do you give? I give it all. What does all mean? You know what that means. Ooh, shut up. And I love when the house guests flirt right next to the pooper. Someone could be in there just number two City Township. But they are just like, we don't care. We're going to flirt, because young people are horny. They're horny even when there's fecal matter around. They're horny, I would be like, I'm older, so I'd be like, can we move this away from the pooper? Who knows what's going on in there, or where people floss their teeth. Can we go place a little sexier, like the slippery wiener or something? But yeah, they've had some moments on the feeds where they're just like, okay. How do you date? What do you do? And like, well, I don't know. Just and then damn blue, if you got to be my boo. That was one of the things that Jared said. Jared said, damn blue, if you're gonna be my boo, you got to make sure you cook for me. Oh my God. And then he also said, I give good massages. Oh my God. Like nether region massages, Jared. Your mother's in the house. Behave yourself. And then Blue said, I feel like you're all talk. And Jared was like, you think so? Test it. Oh, okay. All right. Cerie's going to walk in. She'd be like, Jared, put your boner away. damn it, we're trying to win money here. You can do that outside of the house. You can do that on exterminator hours. All right? Oh my gosh. So yeah, they've just been flirty city township. So we have just a whole bunch of hugs, like I was saying, but we do have now, I'm predicting another showmance. So obviously I do think Jag and Riley have chemistry. They just do. They just do. Okay. This is not a showmance. This is a mother and a son. They hugged for a really long time. This is the first time I've seen them embrace this long. Now, Sari was saying something to Jared in this hug, and maybe you guys can put in the chat what you heard. But it sounded like she said, okay, so I wrote down that they hugged forever. Riley, when she hugged Kirsten, she goes, we're going to the club after this. Girl, no, you are the reason basically that she went home. You did not take her off of the block. I mean, you guys will probably go to the club, but annoying to say right now. We're going to the club. The club, I want to go in this house and win that money. But I don't know what Sari said to Jared, but she was talking to him like game and also I love you. And that was sweet. So that wasn't awkward, but they hugged for a long time. I was able to get multiple screenshots. So maybe this is when she said that's how it goes. I don't know. And then Miss Felicia had a very passionate hug with Heisam, but she's married and he's not interested. So that's not the one I think is going to happen. You guys are going to think I'm weird and go ahead. But why? What is this? What are you doing, Riley? I'm not trying to slut shame, but why are they holding each other like that? It was this hug. First of all, when Riley first hugged her, she held Miss Felicia's head. Look at this. Why is she cradling her like a newborn or a passionate romantic relationship? So she's cradling Miss Felicia like through her head, and then they're just look how they almost straight on smooched. I think this is going to be a thing. I think this. I'm sorry, I cracked myself up, but seriously, I was like, this is flirty. Why are they holding each other like this? Why are you looking at her like this? Why is she looking at her like this? This is not how I hug my mom. I never cradle Nana's head like. I never put my arms like this and just stare at her like this is how I hug Chell, my husband. Okay, so some people thought the same thing. It was, it was weird. You are probably just have a healthier mind than me. But as I was screen grabbing this, I mean, jokes included and sarcasm included. But some of these hugs were, why is she holding her like this? Why is she holding her head like that? And yes, Dana. And the other, why is she staring into her soul? What is happening? Okay, so we have this one. We got this one, which was, this list looks, I'm just saying, maybe 7 days is a long time for Miss Felicia and Riley. It's just, this is a lot. Even America's like, I can't look. And then there's this one, like they're dancing at the junior high. At the high school dance. They're like, I don't see nothing wrong. No, that's not a good song to say. Let's see. I'll make love to you like you want me to. Hi, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you. Let's go into the water. It's dry. No, go. We may watch our whole lives pass us by. We may watch. Let's go into the water. It's dry. And make the biggest mistake of our life. Don't do it, baby. Do. Yeah. Okay. I'm over it. But it was like a Boys to Men. It was like, I was expecting like the one guy in Boys to Men with the deep voice who's like, yeah, baby, you know how I like it when you lay down on the rug and you just get really comfortable. You take your hair down out of the clip and you haven't washed in a couple days, so some of the dry shampoo falls on the rug, but that's okay because I'm horny, baby. It was, it was just too much. It was too much. It was weird to me. Okay, I'll stop. So then Kirsten has an interview with Julie Chen. Okay, I'm glad some of you are laughing. I'm sure some of you have left and think this woman is too weird, but that's just who I am. Okay. If you know, now you know. So Kirsten is with Julie Chen, and I think this interview with, I do like Kirsten, but I think this just solidified that Kirsten she never really stood a chance in this game. I just don't think so. I love her. I want the best for her in life. I think she should be on Love Island, put her on the challenge, put her on all kinds of stuff. But when Julie was like, oh, so what if I told you that there was a secret, how did Julie put it? What if I told you, or first she asked her, are you surprised? And she said, I'm really surprised. I think I had pretty good relationships with a lot of people in the house. Okay, very early. Yeah, day one, you had the phallic 5 and that's it. Like, no. You and Sari butted heads. Jared didn't trust you. Miss Felicia, you butted heads somewhat. You butted heads with Riley. You butted heads. It just was. I just think, but I do. I think she tried. But even her friend Mimi was like, "Girl, you should have like watched this or studied this a little bit before you came on the show. This isn't Love Island." And Mimi said something similar to that. I'm paraphrasing, but on the feeds to Kirsten, So, yes, I do want to talk about that real quick. Thank you, Axe Body Spray. That was so awkward with poor Matt, okay, when he was doing his vote. And they're like, and who'd you like? And he was like, I want to vote Kirsten. And then he sat there for 20 minutes. And Julie Chen finally said, you can leave, Matt. And I'm thinking, Julie, hello. We have the first deaf person in the history of Big Brother. This guy has struggled. They were playing Zip Zap Zop on the live feeds, which is like a nerdy theater improv game that I've played way too many times. And if you play this with someone who even is fully able to hear, they're going to be like, what's a zop? Zip and zap? Okay, but a zop? So you go zip, zap, zop. And you just like, it goes back and forth. And you look at people and they say it. It's like a game. It gets you out of your head. It's just, it's this thing that you do. It's like an exercise, team building, team, whatever. And Matt kept going, zop? Because he already admitted that when he is in groups of people, he usually can't hear because he's good on one-on-ones, but he really struggles to, even with a hearing aid, to hear. It's hard to follow all these conversations. So they're in this group, in this circle where they're all yelling at each other, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. And Heisem, again, was not super understanding. And Matt was just like, zop? What, zop? I mean, this is a guy who taught himself how to, he's deaf. He taught himself how to speak. Like it's, so the allowance, like they should make some allowances, like some, I mean, they need to do something. And that's what endeared me more to Kirsten as well, is in that moment, she was like helping him when others were like, come on. And then Matt's like, I guess I'm out. And so he sat down. And then Kirsten, within a couple seconds, she just sat with him and talked to him. And I thought that was really sweet. Because that's really hard. I mean, imagine not having, one of your senses, like, being deaf, not being able to hear, like how hard that must be for you to be in this type of situation. But there's no reason that Julie and them couldn't have like thought, hey, how do we make sure that we get this point across to Matt because Julie said it really like she was like, thank you. It's like, huh? What'd you say, Julie? And then when she does say it, she's like, you can go. And then she screamed it. And he's like, oh, okay. Because he just kind of sat there. Oh, but I mean, seriously, Big Brother. Yeah, there's no screen. They can't. So when they're all going, you look beautiful, Julie, they're lying. They don't even see her. It's just something that started as a trend on Big Brother years ago. And then they're like, Julie, you look so pretty. And Julie's like, thanks. You can't see me. You don't even know what I'm wearing. What color am I wearing? You know? Maybe they're seeing it because they did see her, I guess, when they were in the living room, but still, you know, right? It does show character. Kirsten has great character. She's a great person. She deserves all the best in the world. She wouldn't have been a great Big Brother player. I would have liked to have her stay and just give another week or so. But yeah, we didn't get that, you know. Hopefully they figure it out because that can't keep happening. Poor guy. I mean, seriously, like, come on, dude. He's already like taught himself so many things, and you guys can't make sure that he knows that after he votes, he's able to leave and go back to the living room. Oh, hi, Julie. My husband. Shout out to my husband. Chel's in the house. Chel, put in the chat when you're going to be on for Casual Corner. We're getting requests. Okay. So then Julie says, do you feel betrayed by anyone? And Kirsten says, Suri. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Then Julie was like, what if I tell you that about a secret relationship in the house? And Kirsten, again, she hasn't really seen the show much. I'm sure she maybe watched a little bit in Sequester. And she goes, no, there's none. No. She's like, but what if I tell you that there is a relationship in the house? Huh? And Kirsten's like, I don't think so. But what if I tell you that there, in fact, 100% is a relationship? Who would you think? I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody's in a relationship. No, I don't even know. She didn't even have the faintest idea at all. And then Julie's like, it's Suri. Okay. Jared is Suri's son. And Kirsten's like, that does make sense. Because today, she tells the Jay Bleezy story. When we're getting ready in the bathroom, again, we didn't get to see anything because stupid Luke, and they had to shut down the feeds. For what? What are you protecting us from? Huh? We already heard it. Okay. So, sorry, I'm angry about that. He was saying that my family calls me Jay Bleezy, and then someone said, oh my God, so that's what Suri calls her son. And then we just didn't think anything of it. And then my favorite part of this whole episode. Okay. My husband said we need 40K subscribers before he does Casual Corner. Wow. He's helping me. He's like, this chick got displaced from her job. We need 40K subs. Okay. We need the ad revenue. We need this coming in. Okay. My husband's about to start RN school. Shout out to Chel. Put your, what can we put? Put your stethoscopes in the chat for my husband who's going to be an RN, and he's starting his program. And, I'm so proud of him. So proud of him because he completely changed his career during COVID and wanted to help people. And he was a comedian in marketing, and he changed his career into medicine. He's been working in a hospital, and now he's going to be an RN. And I'm so happy for him. Hi, Australia. Do you know Bowie? You probably know Bowie. Yes. Oh, Renee found a stethoscope. Yay. So I'm so happy for me husband. Yes. Please go subscribe again. Unsubscribe, then subscribe again. See what happens. Oh, you guys are putting your stethoscopes. You're so cute. I love it. Thank you. My little pumpkin spice lattes. All of you. So sweet. But my favorite was do the goodbye messages, right? And then, you get everyone's goodbye message, and I think she only kind of smiled when it was Mimi, because screw the rest of the people. And then Julie's like, any final thoughts? after you saw the goodbye messages? And Kirsten's like, I feel like there were more people in the house. So where are those messages? I'm sorry, where are those goodbye messages? And Julie's like, okay. Thank you for watching. We'll be back. Kirsten has never seen this damn show. Never. Yes, we're so proud of Chow. We're so proud of Chow. Thank you, Realification. YouTube is auto modding the emojis. Damn it, YouTube. Stop. Stop. Gosh. You never heard Cerise say what, Sandy girl? What did she say? Oh, the Jay Bleezy story? Yeah, I never heard that either until she said it. Yeah, Mimi was really kind. I love Mimi. Chell's gonna kill it. He's the best. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna help a lot of people. And I love that for him. And all the people he'll help. So Kirsten's like, oh, you only show some of the goodbye messages? I'm pretty sure more people were in that house. I want to hear what they have to say. And that just shows that she doesn't know. She doesn't watch the show. Because if you've watched any exit interview or any person get evicted, you'd see that only a couple of the goodbye messages are shown. I thought that was just so funny because your final thoughts, she was like, thank you, Julie, this has been fun, or I wish I could do better, or I'm bummed, or I'm happy, or I'm grateful, or I'm blah, 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 follow me on social media. But she was like, final thoughts, I feel like there's more people in the house than what you just showed me. Then Julie's like, okay, tune in, Sunday, and we're gonna do the HOH. I'm like, we couldn't get an HOH now? I would like an HOH. What's happening? Oh, Jack DeFleur says Jay Bleezy was about an hour, Stacked says, before the show, so we wouldn't see it unless they had it. So, but when did Suri originally? So within that hour, Suri said, I call my son Jay Bleezy, and then Jay Bleezy, being Jared, didn't hear that. And then he, within that hour, also told someone, oh, that's what my family calls me. That's the thing that was like confusing. So Jello was going to have lots of medicine for my nether regions. Okay. I want H of H too. Can you imagine Jerry O'Connell sitting at home right now going, wait a minute, I didn't see an H of H. It's probably because those BB podcasters just like things that are predictable.
It was really fun to see him win H of H, and sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
Super fan Jerry O'Connell. He's probably blaming it again on us BB podcasters.
If you listen to the podcast and everything, some of the Big Brother connoisseurs don't like how unpredictable this season is, but that's why it's so incredible.
Jerry, you're never going to live that down. Even the worst BB podcaster, and I don't even know who that is, okay, would never say, I just hate this game because it's so unpredictable. That's what we like. What are you talking about? We don't like twists that don't make sense and ruin the game. But come on, brah. Jerry, I love ya. But also, that day on the lot, they were like, who watches the show? We need a super fan. Jerry's like, I take all gigs and any gigs. I'm very pro my face on the camera. So it's me. And then Julie's like, the scary verse, they zoom in on the scary verse thing. It's like, oh, we're in the scary verse. And then Julie goes, house guests, which clearly was pre-recorded. House guests, where are they? Oh, I don't know. She like urkled it. I don't know. Did I do that? And the house guests are gone. And, this could be serious. This could be a Dateline episode. Where are they? But most likely they're in the nether region, which we'll learn more about. But something's happening in the Scaryverse. So most likely they're at their H of H competition, which really makes me mad that we're not. What happened to us watching live HOHs on the feeds? What happened to that? That's fun. That's a fun thing for us. Feedsters, we like that. But no, they're probably filming it and then We'll just see the edited version. So, all right, you guys. That's all right. Hey, you guys. That's what we have. That's what we have for tonight. That is the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Tell me how much you enjoyed it. That would be nice. If you didn't enjoy it, keep it to yourself. Write it in your blog. And I'll be back very soon. Like I said, this is my full-time job now. So this is where I'll be, creating content for Big Brother, Bravo, other things, doing stand-up, putting out stand-up clips. Please like the clips. Please continue to support the channel. Please tell your friends. Let's get to 40K. We're going to have a casual corner soon. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for everyone who's joined my membership or supported me on Patreon or just subscribe to the damn channel. I appreciate you guys so much now that I'm taking this risk of being a full-time content creator. Can I do it or will I fail? Will I be the next Up and Adam and Kempire or Mims? Or will I be Tori Spelling? You know, I feel like I've entered my Tori Spelling era. Only Nana doesn't have Candy's money. So if this doesn't work out, I do like camping though. I did go recently and it was fun. Thank you, Realification, so much. Thank you, Forever Eclectic. Appreciate the super sticker. So I'm doing it. We're putting good vibes into the universe. Good vibes, good vibes. We're going to get to 40K, and then 100K is next. Good vibes, good vibes. And we're going to have a fun season. And we're going to have fun together because we're all best friends and we're all making it happen. I think I'm going to watch the challenge. I might do the occasional update on the challenge CBS. Because they got some challenge stars coming in, which I'm like, I don't really need to see Johnny Bananas, but I'll try it. I'll try it. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Leah, appreciate you. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to my longtime supporters. Odell Chick, you've been with me since probably the first time I turned on my camera. So thank you. Lulu Adams, thank you so much for the super sticker. It's Happening says, you are by far the funniest BB podcast. That's the thing. You're not probably going to hear it first from me. I'm not going to be the first to break the story. I'm not going to break down the strategy perfect, but I will be the funniest. I will deliver it in the funniest way. And funny is subjective. I did not watch BB Can 11 Nat because I'm not watching Big Brother without feeds when it had feeds. Like I'll watch Australian Big Brother. I've covered that before with Sarah and that was really fun. But once BB Can took away the feeds and then I saw that they were just doing those like edited, here's an hour of them cooking. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Instead, I just focused more on Bravo and Vanderpump Rules, and that was far more interesting if you follow the scandal of it all. But I'll be back soon with some live feed updates. Do you think? I don't think so by now. I think everyone thought it was going to be Derek X, and then no. I don't think they're going to. I don't know. Expect the unexpected, guys. You know, but I might start doing maybe some morning shows. And it's, you know, I'm just getting used to this. It was 16 years of 8 to 5, 7 to 5, you know, being locked to my computer, my laptop. And now I'm like free to do what I want any old time. You know, yes, I'll always keep you guys out of trouble. Do more edited videos. It'll be great. It'll be great, you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support, all your love, and really all of your kind words. I appreciate it. This is definitely in my Tori Spelling era, my midlife crisis era, and I am kind of starting new, starting fresh. I'm gonna see what happens, you know. So I appreciate the good vibes so much. I know Josh is on the challenge. Yeah, I'll do more impression videos. I gotta get those out. I got stuff to do. This full-time content creation. We got to go. We got to go with it, baby. All right. The long Minnesota goodbye. You guys remember always to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.